I was waiting for this. Callum Hudson-Odoi speaks out about Thomas Tuchel, Todd Bowley's conversations with him, and why he joined Bayer Leverkusen. Broja is impressing Mr. Graham Potter, and this is the type of news I want to hear. Oh, and we've got exclusive from a behind closed doors Chelsea versus Brighton result and the players that played. It is interesting. It is super nice to hear, and Mr. Chukwuemeka has been running this show. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. You already know the deal. This is the best channel on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, you guys always come here and you enjoy it. I give you your quick fix and you dip out. I am your YouTube dietitian when it comes to Chelsea and football news in general. I hope you lot are welcome, comfortable and enjoying it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That's the quick administrative tasks that we need to do. We're aiming for 1,000 likes. And in the pinned comment is my Instagram. Follow. But without further ado, I'm bringing you the news. Let's start with the friendly between Chelsea and Brighton because this is interesting. Graham Potter's second official game of managing the club, but it was behind closed doors. The players that played, big deal. Kepa Arrizabalaga played even though he played against Salzburg. Back three of Chalobah, Fofana and Koulibaly. Very interesting. This could be a future back four going forward. Then we had Hakim Ziyech at right wing back. On the left hand side we had Ben Chilwell. So in this side we've basically switched now. If you think about it from a logical standpoint, instead of Sterling being the attacking one on the left hand side, now it's Ziyech the attacking one on the right hand side with Chilwell on the left. Then we had a midfield three, most probably the same as Mount, Kovacic and Jorginho, but in this case we had Zakaria, Gallagher and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic in the 10 and Armando Broja. Chelsea won 2-1. Why? Because a youngster came on and absolutely stole the show. The reports are that Broja Chukwuemeka stole the show with a beautiful brace, and his performance really is giving Graham Potter a lot to think about. This player is very talented. We spent a lot of money for him, and more importantly, a lot of big clubs around Europe were looking at him, whether it was Barcelona, Bayern Munich or even Juventus. But Chelsea got in there before everyone at Todd Bowley's dinner when he invited all the executives from the Premier League and made an initial effort to sign this player. This is very exciting news. This is something that I can get behind. I'm really annoyed that this game wasn't televised on Chelsea TV and that this is coming out from insiders and all their rumors. I really would have watched it. I like seeing new patterns of play. I like seeing development in these players, and it's something that I'm very excited about. Can Chukwuemeka break in? I would have loved to see what Zakaria's like. I would have really enjoyed to see the new evolution of Pulisic in behind Armando Broja, and I want to see more and more of Graham Potter. Reports are coming out that Mr. Armando Broja is really impressing Graham Potter, and this is something that I knew was going to happen. Broja's tenacity reminds me an awful lot of a certain Diego Costa, an individual that has tremendous attributes from a physical standpoint, is not the best technically, but is amazing tactically. Broja is direct. He has brilliant sprint speed. However, his build is not the most authentic. He can get a little bit bigger and to get hold of defenders, but when that happens with his speed in behind, phenomenal. Is he the most natural finisher? Not at this moment in time. He's 20 years old. Hopefully this will develop with time, but Broja is being causing a lot of problems for people in a good way. Potter is interested in him. He has a great chance. He's competing against Kai Havertz and Aubameyang. I love Kai Havertz. I made a great video about him yesterday. If you guys were interested, which you guys ate up, and I love it. But I've not been taking his chances. So if Broja gets the opportunity, big man, I'm here for it because you deserve it. You're a tremendous talent and I want to see it. I can't wait to see what happens now because he's going away with Albania on international duty. So when he comes back, I wonder if he's actually going to get an opportunity. Before we get into the main sample of this video, Callum Hudson-Odoi news, we need to talk about Chelsea being linked with the sporting director from Salzburg. More news has come out from Fabrizio Romano and others about the deal's almost agreed. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. I want a little bit more concrete evidence to occur, and then I want Chelsea to make the biggest decision of their near future, because this defines their near future better than anything. Not long-term future, not 10 years ahead, because that was Todd Bowley. I'm talking about the next 3 to 5. That is going to be defined by this appointment. Whether it's Campos, whether it's Paul Mitchell, whether it's the guy from Salzburg. So I need to do my research. I need to come to you guys with a track record, with proven facts and evidence. And this video will come soon, especially during the international break where there's limited content. So subscribe and make sure that you guys are here so that you're fully informed of who we potentially could be acquiring to guide us forward. So Callum Hudson-Odoi is gone abroad and has me watching Bundesliga football, bruh. I'm the guy that's always said I'm never gonna watch Bundesliga, but you know what? Never say never, because all of a sudden I'm here watching the Bundesliga. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is doing okay in the league, actually. He's been one of the better players for Bayer Leverkusen. They've had a shaky start to the season since he's been there, but they have beaten Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. They've got back-to-back draws with Callum Hudson-Odoi, and they had one loss. So they are sitting at a terrible 13th place because the squad is better than it's currently illustrating. I think this will change after the international break. They'll start getting some wins and shoot up the table. They've been leaking a lot of goals. Jonathan Tah is not the guy that we all thought he was going to be when he first broke out. Callum Hudson-Odoi had a lot to talk about, and this was very interesting. So we're going to start with why he joined Bayer Leverkusen. And he said, one, he wanted to play. He wanted the comfort of playing and knowing that he's going to be able to develop his game. And Kai Havertz played an integral role. Kai was telling him, Bayer Leverkusen is a great club. You need to go there. Show them what you can do on a consistent basis. Listen, real recognize real and ballers that recognize ballers. Kai Havertz is a baller. Callum Hudson-Odoi is a baller. And the fact that they have this close connection is good for Chelsea. It's good for both of them. And I can't wait for them one day to become starters at Chelsea and reach their potential. But in the meantime, they need to develop somewhere else. Well, not Kai. Kai needs to stay and play. But Callum is somewhere else. He needs to develop and come back and become a regular starter. And so Kai pushed him to take this loan. He took this loan and finessed the deal. But why did he go on a loan and not on a permanent? This is very interesting. Todd Bowley spoke to Callum Hudson-Odoi and was selling him on the idea alleged. There are quotes from Callum Hudson-Odoi illustrating that Todd said, we're not including an option. You're part of the plan. We still have you on our radar. You're a tremendous talent. You've got all the attributes. This is a young project. And this, guys, is a very, very important because I think Callum's people, his team, his agents are unconventional. They do things in a different manner. And I actually like that they're very independent and they're very individualistic. They went to Bayern Munich and almost secured him a great move there. Didn't work out, broke down. He signed a lucrative contract, one that was amazing for his age. And all of a sudden, he became hated by a large proportion of the fan base because they're like, he's getting too much money, he should be a starter, when it was his developing age. So the fact that they went on loan and they have 1 year left on the deal and they refused to sign a new contract the way Chelsea wanted him to sign a new contract, the same thing that happened with Harvey Vale, the same thing that happened with other players in the past when they went on loan, Broja, Colwell, Levi. This illustrates Ole's intent to keep Callum Hudson-Odoi long term. Then Callum spoke about Thomas Tuchel, and this was very interesting. Callum, not only did he speak out about him, he gave him a vote of confidence. He said, I can never say a bad thing about Thomas Tuchel. The man is a great man and a great coach. And what Callum insinuated there was, it's not personal. Callum knows he hasn't been performing well enough not to be in the team. Callum just wanted an opportunity to consistently to get into the team. And the problem is, Tuchel's life depended on it, his career literally, at Chelsea. And if he gave opportunities to Callum, who wasn't scoring and assisting at a rapid rate, then it would have cost him his job sooner, potentially. So we just need to be very open and honest. But the fact that Callum went out of his way to defend Thomas Tuchel tells you what kind of man Thomas Tuchel was and how much of a good relationship they had. Tuchel is going to go somewhere else and be amazing. We've got a great manager too in Graham Potter. So we need to be very positive about both. And with Callum Hudson-Odoi, I think he's going to have a great season. I think he's going to have a breakout season and be back at Chelsea next year. And there'll be a potential of him re-signing a new contract because he's got 12 months left. And if he smashes it and Potter makes him as one of his main guys, Callum in this system is going to be very nice to see. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what he turns into because he's becoming a number 10. But guys, this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed it. There's no Chelsea till the 1st of October. That is 12 days, people. 12 days, no Chelsea. So come here for your daily Chelsea fix. I'm here 5 days a week. I don't know which days it is, but hit the bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and you guys will know that Kavkas View released the video. Hit the like button. Peace out.